Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to introduce Dr. Suhail Chughtai, who is Fellow of Royal College of Surgeons since 1992.
He's an orthopedic surgeon and medical legal examiner.
A Microsoft certified specialist and medical computing instructor.
Has instructed 60 plus IT courses and developed 20 software and website projects.
He's also founder director of TV Apex and also of a business award winning medical legal firm.
He is chair of London chapter of APPS UK.
And president of World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis UK.
And vice president of Brain Trust UK. Please welcome on stage Dr. Suhail Chughtai.
That's a good band.
I really want to say a very good evening to our notable guests, all the ladies and gentlemen who've traveled from far places to be with us tonight. I want you to look at the slide and just feel the passion in it. What it says is, if you have knowledge, that is a privilege. But that comes with a responsibility to share it. And that is what the whole presentation is about. Because if you can read this, please once say thank you to your teacher. Because without the teacher, you would not have been able to read this line. I really want to start this presentation on that note. That we had teaching in a very conventional way before, where you had a classroom, an auditorium, and maybe a symposium. But there was a limit. And you could only go up to a certain point to engage people. You could not reach people beyond certain logistic limits. But these barriers are broken. What we have now is a large scale of audience waiting to engage with you. And that is through internet. We have almost 2.8 billion people who can connect to you. This is the internet power. This digital revolution has hit us because now we are easily able to connect. Even 1% of that would be millions. And that is where the power is. Out of that 2.8 billion, we have 1.3 billion on handheld devices. You have your mobile phones. You have your iPads. And out of that 2.8 billion, 1.3 billion people can be reached on that handheld device. So that is enormous power. That is not something which you can ignore easily. The models we have for APPS doctors, the models where doctors can teach other doctors is basically can be from home, just like that. You can sit at home, you can engage a classroom, or you can engage a group of people on their own computers. This is what APPS doctors now have access to. They can easily reach out this style of teaching from their home, and we are able to provide that. At the same time, the next level is that you come to studio and you use a system which gives you a lot of tools, a lot of sophistication, and you can look very professional and you can make very knowledgeable contribution. And the third model is when you engage from a conference, just like this. This can be connected to any classroom, to any group of people, and I'm sure you've had experience of that, but this is what now APPS doctors have access to, just like that. They can ask the TV Apex service, and they can join this kind of setup anytime. Last big setup is that like this conference, if this was a medical seminar, we can link that to APNA seminar in America. So both speakers can engage each other and they can have a big audience. Mind you, it's 2.8 billion people we are talking here. Now, what is the beauty of this system is that you can ask a question just like you can ask a question from here. You can stand up and you can ask a question. And if you can't ask a question, you can speak to the speaker, and you can't speak to the speaker, you can, next one please, you can have a text question, which means that you can basically reach the speaker through any internet barrier. In Pakistan, in Bangladesh, we have very low bandwidth. So you can cross that bandwidth not by video, you can hear the speaker in video, but you can reach him by a text message. There is a backdrop of softwares which I've developed. This is one of them, which actually asks you experts to register yourself on this website. Once you register there, there are people who can look for you. There are people who are searching for your knowledge. They will ask, I want some talk in gastric ulcer. If your details are here, they can find you. So the next website is basically a management website where my team can look after your presentations. So I really want to end this little presentation by saying, I may be repeating myself, but I think it's very important to emphasize this message, that if you have knowledge, you have the responsibility to really share it. Otherwise, there is no point keeping knowledge to yourself and not conveying it forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.